Hi, welcome to another Python tutorial. In this lesson, we will be going over comparisons and equality operators. These are comparison operators. They're called comparison operators because they're comparing something, a value, but these could be variables, they could be letters even. So let's take a look at these. 5 is obviously greater than 2. So this is true because this is a greater than sign. This is less than sign, and this is obviously equals. 6 is less than 10. Well, that's true, so this is going to be true. And 2 is equal to 1 plus 1. That also is true. If this was, say, 12, and you had 5 was greater than 12, then that would be false. Now you can use these in if statements. You can use them as conditions. So you're setting conditions. If 5 is greater than 2, then run a piece of code. And I'll go over if statements and conditional statements in the next video. So that's how you use them. I'll just go over them first before we do some examples. Less than or equal to. This is how you do less than or equal to. This is how you do greater than or equal to. And these equality operators down here, notice there's a double equals. So if something needs to be like true or false or exactly equal to, then you would use this. If it needs to be greater than, you would use this. The less than symbol is just the same. This explanation mark is called a bang, and it means not. So this is not equal to. So let's do some examples. The conditions you place in the parentheses. I don't want to go too much into the conditions because I just want to go over the comparison operators. Like I said before, I'll go over the if statements and the other conditions in the next tutorial. So that's how you would use them. You would use the same thing down here. I'm just going to clear some space so you can see what I'm doing more easily. If I run this program, print true, it doesn't print anything because it's not true, okay? So if I change this around, it prints true. All right, so if I do this and then run the program, so it's got to be equal to, nothing happens because I haven't got any code for if it's not true. So if I change this to 6 and run it, now it says that it's true. So if I now change this to not be and change that to say 5, now when I run the program, it says true because A is not B, 5 is not 6. Okay, now the other comparisons that we had there were equal to or greater than or less than. So B is going to have to be equal to or greater than A, or A is going to be less than or equal to B. So let's test that out. So if I do A here is less than B, which is true. If I change that to 6, it's still true because yes, it is equal to it. And if I change it to 7, then nothing happens because it's no longer true. If I change this around, now it's true because A is greater than B, And if I change this back to 6, it goes back to being true because it is equal. So what I want you to get your head around is the fact that you're going to use these in this conditional area here. We've been over the main ones that you will come across: greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. Have a play around with that. Watch the next video and then use this information to play around with what I show you in the next video. Bye for now.